Okay, I just want to welcome everybody back to my channel. I kind of changed the scenery. This is a part of my backyard, and it's where I come to really just relax and drink my tea. So I thought this would have been a perfect place to film a video. Um, okay, so this video I'm really excited about because it's going to kind of help me to talk about. And so it's going to be really fun to kind of record and then edit it when I'm done. So it's basically the title. It's just my top 5 jobs that I really want for the Air Force. I chose my top 5 very strategically. Some of them I just knew I wanted. It's kind of just been here front and center since I thought of joining the military again. So that was pretty easy, but I still wanted to do my research to make sure that I'm not selling myself short and that's something I want to do. Another thing that's really important for me for these jobs is I know some people do this, but I do not want to go in with an open contract. Bottom line, I don't want that. I want to enjoy what I'm doing and to be positive and to actually put my all into the job that I have to put the positivity into the military. That's the whole point of this, is to gain everything I can from the military when it comes to benefits, but I don't want to go in and be negative. I want to bring positivity to the military, and this branch would be the Air Force. I know I'm only one person, but that's all I can do, is I can just inspire others just to be happy and positive. So anyways, I want to do something that I'm going to enjoy for the 4 years or more that I'll be in. So it's very important to me. So yeah, I don't want an open-end contract. I want to make sure that I am strict with my recruiter when I tell them the jobs I want, and hopefully, fingers crossed, that I can get at least one of the 5. Okay, so number 1 on my list, my dream list, is weather. I know, Heather with the weather, it's kind of awesome. But I really want weather. Those close to me know that that is my top dream job for the Air Force. And the reason for that is because I'm obsessed with all things weather. It controls our planet, space, everything. It's more than what just meets the eye. It's more than what just we can't drive to work very well that day because it's raining, or can't go to the pool that day because it's raining. Look, that's not what I'm thinking. I want to be able to work with a team in the military with high technology to understand fundamentally how to read radar, signal, like the weather. Like, that is so interesting to me and fascinating. I'm obsessed with it. And when I was in 7th and 8th grade, once upon a time, I was in the broadcast journalism team, and we were a class, and we basically put on a web show like every morning for across the whole school for them to watch for like 10 to 15 minutes. I was the lead anchor, and I got that in the yearbook, and it was so much fun. We did all the editing, we did all of these stories, we went into town and we covered stories, and I was Heather with the weather. And my teacher, I owe a lot to him. He, Mr. Forbes, great guy. He really made it more than just what we were doing, more than just the task at hand. It was very, why are we doing this? What makes the weather? How do we read it? What is it like? What does it affect? It doesn't just affect us as humans. It affects plants. It affects the ocean. The ocean directly affects it. It affects reproduction in animals, migration, like so many things about our planet is the weather, because that is our planet. It's just, oh, love it. Anyways, so on that topic of broadcast, I'm sure you guys can guess the next one. Broadcast journalism is huge for me, and that goes along with photo. So if I got either of those, I would be also very happy. And so those 3 are just an easy, clean cut for me. I know I would enjoy it. I know that I would do 150% in those jobs, and I can directly apply them when I get out if I really wanted to, even though I know I'm going to do animals. But it's still a knowledge that I would gain and really thrive in, I'm sure. Okay, so these last 2 jobs were a little difficult for me to plug in. One of them is kind of like a hardcore dream. I don't want to sell myself short by not putting it in there, but at the same time, I don't want to get my hopes up because I've heard it's a little difficult to get into. And now that I'm studying for the ASVAB, I don't know if I'm going to get a high enough score, but again, I don't want to sell myself short. Okay, so it's Space Systems Operations, and that is just honestly in the title. I would love to do that. That would be amazing. I really don't know what it entails. I've tried to do research, but it doesn't make any sense to me other than you'd be working on a computer, which is fine. A lot of the other jobs I'd be doing that too, but you'd be working with radar and, satellites, and that's all really, really interesting. And I think my mind would be really stimulated. So that's kind of a dream job. And the last one I plugged in just because it's something that I think I would be okay with doing. Pharmaceutical technician. I think that would be something that I would not hate, and I could directly apply if I wanted to. And I like the idea of the actual job and knowing all the medications. I'm kind of the person who falls directly between, old medicine and, Western practice medicine and holistic medicine. My mom is very holistic. We are doTERRA people. We love oils. And, but again, a girl's got to take her a leave once a month because genetics blessed me with a beautiful, beautiful moon cycle. So, yeah. Anyways, sorry to put that in there, but I think I would enjoy the pharmaceutical technician if that was the last job I could get. Now, I've been doing so much research on these jobs, so much reaching out to people and asking questions as far as what are my options if, say, I don't get a good enough score and I can't get these jobs. Am I going to be happy? What job am I going to be able to get? What is my life in the Air Force going to be for 4 or 6 or more years? What am I getting myself into? So I have been told by so many people to make sure I study to get a high score to possibly qualify for these jobs. But even if you do qualify, the jobs have to be available. So that was interesting. Also, they said that if you do not want any other job and you're super set on the view that you want, fight for it. Apparently, don't take no for an answer. You do not have to join. You want to enjoy your time there, and you want to do something that you're going to like and be able to put your all into. Don't just settle. So I'm trying to keep that in the back of my mind, especially when I go see the recruiter. Because I have my recruiter. We've spoke over email, phone, but I have not gone in there yet. And there's a reason for that. Because I want to make sure that I am completely ready to go. That's just my mentality. I'm so close to finishing paying off my debt. I want to make sure that I am super ready to take the ASVAB. I don't want to waste my recruiter's time. I'm a little nervous, to be honest. I've been asking a lot of people tips on being a recruiter. I want to be strong when I go in there, so I'm just kind of working on that, but that's a whole other topic. So yeah, those are my top 5 jobs that I really want to focus on. I continue to do research. I'm humbled. I don't know everything about it. I do not claim to know anything about it, everything about it. So I'm still learning, but I know that those are the ones that I want to focus on. So let me know what your top jobs are. Because I think it'd be really interesting because there's so many jobs out there, and some of them I have no idea what they even entail, and I think it'd be really fascinating to hear someone else's point of view, because that's what this is all about, right? You just listen to what people say on their side of things. So anyways, hope you enjoyed. I'll make another video here soon, probably out here doing some yoga. How does that sound? Because that sounds awesome to me. All right, namaste. Bye.